During 1,000 years history, Poland always kept the same, Catholic country. So everyday miner worship first and then start excavation. And also miner's job, quite dangerous. For example, ceiling collapse. For example, flammable gas, boom, explosion underground. As same as in a coal mine, right? Can be boom, explosion suddenly. That's why they have so many chapels downstairs. And please check this beautiful chandeliers, this beautiful lamps. And this one also was made by salt. Did you see that? Because they were decorated by the pure salt crystal. Wow. So this is the salt chandeliers. Okay, yeah. So let's continue. Next place, I'm gonna show you kind of beautiful, lovely story we can see, and to show you that who was the first owner of our salt mine downstairs. So we can see that salt mine actually during 700 years always belonged to the Polish king. Okay, and miner actually they have a very good salary. Just this the job is quite dangerous. That's why Polish king from 14th century named Kazimierz, he gave miners some kind of insurance, okay, to protect the whole family. Okay, so let's wait a moment. Of course, you can make some photos as you wish, and then we continue that direction. Okay, if the leader needs to make a translation, please let me know. Okay. Oh, and one more thing. Check the ceiling place. What you see here, so many salt growing out. Because sometimes it's raining a lot, downstairs getting wet. And after the huge wind go out, this part looks like a cauliflower you are eating. That's why we name them salt cauliflowers. And then this is huge long one, looks like a spaghetti, right? So you have salt spaghetti and salt cauliflowers downstairs. Are you hungry?
We get lunch.
Xong rồi lúc trước mà lối đào xuống để như để ta cầu nguyện như này đó, còn một quán nữa đằng sau mình thì ra là phải đi lẹ. Này toàn là muối không đó. Muối không đó.
Mấy cái tường là muối luôn.
I will see you right.
Muối luôn.
Như là offer to the king.
Này là king hoàng hậu king kia là
quân.
How can I take it with me to Poland? I thought while looking at the salt mine that my father gave me as a wedding gift. I left my homeland for Krakow, where I was to marry Prince Bolesław. My father, the King of Hungary, wanted to give me gold and jewels, but I asked him for salt. They have no salt in Poland, I explained to my father, and thus I was given an entire salt mine with a dozen miners. What was I supposed to do with the gift? Suddenly, a strange thought occurred to me. I came to the mine shaft, took off my engagement ring, and threw it into the mine. When we arrived to Poland, I asked the miners to look for salt. They came back a few days later. The oldest of them approached me. He held a small lump of salt in one hand and my engagement ring in the other.
Okay, so right now, welcome my group. Let's move a little bit forward, and I will give more
Ăn không chứ khai bao chứ còn vậy?
Oh, don't check that.
No.
Okay. Right now, this part of
Nói với chân đó. Có sao?
Let's check it. This part of explosion because of the flammable gas named methane gas, CH4 gas. Methane gas was trapped in the deposit and always being released during the operation. And missing gas kind of colorize, odorize, lighter than the air. That's why they always gather together on the top part of chamber. If they had a significant constrictions and when they meet with open fire, for example, the oil lamp the miner used before, they can just boom, explosion anytime. That's why you see the miners, experienced miners, just need to burn down more before the excavation. That's why this kind of job can only made by the experienced miners. Okay? So let's wait a moment, few seconds. I will push one button to show that how does it look like this kind of effect job. Wait a moment, okay? Let's check it in front. Slowly, 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
Finish. That's it. So congratulations, we are survivor.
Nó có lỗ, nó có lỗ. Coi chừng nó, coi chừng.
Mình để ý cái đất nó.
Dạ, phải để ý.
Of different minerals. So you know what? Downstairs we have a hotel and specially treatment center for the people who suffering like upper respiratory problem, asthma, allergy, because a lot of salt in the air. So it will be very healthy for you. And for example, if you keep walking downstairs 2 hours, at least you can look much younger. Oh.
I told you.
Be careful.
We ready to look younger.
Nãy em cầm cái sỏi đi.
Dạ. Vừa rồi là chị kêu em á là chị Sang, vợ trước Hương. Bây giờ tường nó có muối rồi nè.
Mình để ý người ta làm được cái này là nó là khủng khiếp nè.
Dạ.
Bao nhiêu công sức, bao nhiêu cái cây mà người ta đưa xuống đây được.
Rồi, mà muối không này, giờ muối giờ bắt đầu tới muối không.
Có ai thử về không?
Dạ.
Không mà.
Cha làm gương. Cha làm gương, con làm theo. Đây trên trần với lại tường cũng toàn muối. Như Việt Nam mình bảo bánh muối.
Dạ. Đi bánh muối.
Là bị chết.
Như chầu chúa. Dạ.
Okay, so welcome my group. Let's check it together. After 20 minutes, you are still located first level, still around 64 meters deep. So this chamber, we can see one of the largest, right? Yeah. And inside this chamber, we give you 3 informations here. First information behind you, place for horses. So as I said before, we are not transfer horse every day. They stay downstairs all the time. This is the first information. Second information you see is especially called king. So let's move a little bit forward. Okay, so you see this is the Polish king named Kazimierz the Great. We put him here because he's king from 600 years ago, and he's a very smart king. During his good control, Poland selling salt to the other countries really earned a lot of money. So this king used the salt mine, money from salt mine to build his royal castle, and used the money from salt mine to build the first Polish university. So very smart king, Kazimierz the grate. Okay? Okay, let's continue. Okay, let's check this part together. Okay, from the background, it looks like a long time ago, 6,000 years ago. Okay, and at the time, so many salt water pour out, and then they use this kind of clean balloon to transport the water. In the end, small tank, water made the sand dimension up there. Sands go down, pure salt water came upper place. Later on, they gather those water, put on the fire to boil the water. Water gone, salt left, right? And then they use this salt 6,000 years ago as the money to exchange with the others. That's why in English, they have one word, salary, came from salt.
Oh,
Okay? Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
oh, salary in salt.
Hồi xưa đó là vua chúa thời hoàng triều đó salt luôn luôn control.
Đúng rồi, ngay cả tàu cũng vậy.
Thì là tàu nhất là tàu đó.
Việt Nam mình là mọi nó không cần số.
Không. Khi mình take over rồi, là nó phải một cho mình. Nó vẫn làm như vậy. Tại vì ai cũng
First, let's check it. On your left side, again, steps, stairs to go down. Right now, you are 64 meters, right? Yes. And after you finish those steps, you're gonna be second level, 90 meters deep. Okay, 90. And this part is quite dark. So hope when you go downstairs, really be careful. Okay? Let's start it slowly. Okay?
How many steps?
This part we can say around 200.
200.
Yes, around 200.
Thank you.
Okay, turn that direction to check the water pump running by miners. So the watering system downstairs.
Oh.
1, 2, 3.
Oh,
Direction, okay? Running by miners.
hay quá.
Hi,
Hay vậy? Bà ơi, có chỗ ngồi. Nước biển, nước muối không mà họ làm thành ra cái đồ bơm nước luôn á, bơm nước.
Yeah. You see, several of them, we can see they are very good spirits, very good ghosts downstairs. They have a name in Polish, scarabits, in English, treasures. So treasures, most of the time, keep the miner far away from danger, and sometimes help the miner to do the job. But this part, especially prepare for the younger visitor, for small kids. So many actually 4 years old, 5 years old, 6 years old kids and came here with a teacher. That's why this part just prepare for them. Okay?
Sức khỏe người ta tốt nhưng mà người ta lùn, không có nắng, không lớn được.
Every day, minor before they working, wash it first, right? And here is a man altar, Jesus Christ wooden sculpture. Jesus Christ not made by wood. Sorry, not made by salt. Same as me. I'm not made by salt. But you see two columns here made by salt, right? This is a salt column supporting. And opposite side Saint Mary. So Catholics always talk about the Jesus Christ, always talk about the Saint Mary. Okay? Catholics, yes. That's why you are here in Poland, right? So, anyway, remember, downstairs, when we meet each other, our co-worker, we always say, Szczęść Boże. Szczęść Boże, it means God bless you. That's why
Say it
we
again, say it again.
Szczęść Boże.
Szczęść
Yes, Szczęść Boże.
Szczęść Boże.
Boże, it means God. Szczęść, it means happiness. So, God bless you, right? Let's move a bit forward, and we have one toilet on your right side. Okay, you can connect the toilet. Okay, so it means the first owner from Hungary Princess Kingdom in 13th century. And we were made by salt, and you gonna be 100 meters deep. So right now, let's listen. Of course, you can right now start to go downstairs slowly. Our meeting point will be downstairs. Also, you can take some photos, group photo, for example. And after you finish your photo, I will make the explanation. So first, photo, and then explanation. Okay, so right now, time free. Around 5-10 minutes free time. Okay?
Free time.
Okay. We are not coming back here anymore. Okay? Meeting point downstairs. Okay?
I will see you at
Of
10
course.
minutes.
I will go after you. Don't worry. Just be careful when you get down. Okay? Can be slippery.
Xong rồi cô mới dạy có ai đi đó xuống không? Chờ đó.
Thằng này đẹp. Phải từ từ. Tại cũng hơi sợ đó.
Bé qua bên này nè mẹ ơi, trơn á. Ồ, có đứa trời ơi.
Đây là cô nói là lâu đài của một vị kinh.
Dạ. Chị biết chụp mà phải không?
hai nhóm chụp chung được không?
Biết. Đây điện thoại đây cho.
Hỏi cho đẹp chụp đi.
Dạ.
50 meters, right? Second level is 90 meters. St. Kinga Church, largest one, 100. Right now you are that direction, 110. Okay? But today, the deepest place, third level, is 135. So still have a 25 meters and around 25 minutes to the end. Okay?
Chụp xuống còn đi nữa.
Còn đi nữa.
Có một nửa.
How long? It depends on how many groups there are before us, but between 5 to 10 minutes. Please be very attentive, okay? We will call you Renata's groups, Anya's groups. We'll continue together. If you want to go to the toilets, restrooms, when you enter that chamber, turn left and left again. And then please go back to that chamber because we will call you. We have to be all of us, okay? Yes. If you buy some tea or coffee, you can take your cups with you to the next chambers. There is a gift shop, but there is another one inside the mine, and the biggest one on the top. The same prices, the same items. Salt is heavy.
Chúng ta sẽ qua cái phòng kế tiếp và chúng ta sẽ take a break, nghỉ giải lao 5 đến 10 phút. Ai muốn đi vệ sinh thì khi vô phòng thì gọi tay trái và tay trái một lần nữa. Đó là nhà vệ sinh xong chúng ta trở lại cái phòng đó để chúng ta chờ tất cả đầy đủ rồi chúng ta đi qua cái level kế tiếp.
Còn cái nhạc mà còn
Okay, so it means another 20 meters when it keeps going. Okay, be careful, okay? Not yet. First Renata group and then Anya group.
Bye.
Okay, Anna's group. Let's continue. Let's go. Be careful.
Đừng có nhớ tụi em nhiều quá.
Chào tiếng Việt luôn.